We've all heard the phrase, separate art from the artist, most commonly in music, but as you've read the title, sometimes the art can be tainted by something completely out of the artist's control, so I'll go from least tainted to most tainted. Let's get started.
Can we pretend that airplanes in the night sky like shooting stars?
Made in April 2010 by Bob featuring Hayley Williams. The song is really catchy and became a hit, earning 138,000 digital downloads in its first week and peaked at number 2 in the Billboard Hot 100. There was even a sequel featuring Eminem. In August 2012 on DeviantArt, a fan art was released of the crack ship Mortar tries singing the chorus lyrics while crying. At first, over the years, it was an inside meme for DeviantArt. In May 2020, a TikTok cover of the song would become associated with the image.
Can we pretend that airplanes in the night sky are like shooting stars?
Which would lead to more popularity. July 2021 was when it became really popular thanks to a redraw on TikTok, in which Hayley Williams actually acknowledged the meme by saying, "I don't get it, guys." This has since become a cult meme. The world of shipping is and always will be crazy, such as our next entry. Made in January 2018 by Synapson featuring Holly. The song is catchy and a bop. The music video is freaky as shit though. In September 2023, an animation was released on YouTube, which shows an AMV of the song with Verbal Ace being chased by an obsessed Charlie. Initially, it wasn't even viral, until a Twitter mention on January 9th, 2024 by SFGT Games. And on January 11th, Twitter user The Start of Luck explained the story with screenshots revealing it cost around 50k, along with a re-upload on Twitter that went viral the same day. I still remember all the memes that happened. I even made some. There are many re-uploads, and personally my most memorable entry. Even Synapson acknowledged it. On January 20th, Verbal Ace finally addressed everything to the entire world. To summarize, this was initially made in 2021 before being completed in 2022. This was made for a separate channel for adults, but Verbal Ace soon backtracked and deleted the channel. But somebody downloaded and re-uploaded it on his birthday before finally ending on a positive note. At least this video didn't feature NSFW unlike our next entry. Made in 1985 by Sandy Martin, the original song with vocals is okay. In 2016, -8 released a series of animations featuring Anchor and Villager doing shit. Fun fact, this was before Anchor was even popular and used that way before 2020. In January 2021, Zone, the one and only, uploaded a tribute to the animation now colloquially named Anchor Zone, which shows Anchor looking like she's dancing, with the instrumental version of Camel by Camel playing. The video would remain obscure the following months, where it would blow up in September on TikTok. Many memes and hoax uploads would be made. In the same month, Zone will upload Cat on the Ceiling, which shows her actually dancing. This will become popular with multiple animations and even a trend in 2022. In December 2021, Zone will make a Christmas singing animation, showing a bittersweet fun end to 2021. Now our next entry, and the others from this point on will not be any laughing matter. Made in March 1980 by Lips Inc. The song is groovy, with it reaching number 1 for 4 weeks on the Billboard Hot 100. In 2016, a video circulated of a cartel execution. I won't describe the nature of the video since it's not safe for life, but you can search for an analysis, which I don't recommend either. The only thing I will say is that the last 10 seconds played the song. This has also been named Funkytown, which has become one of the most infamous gore and shock videos to ever exist. Over the years, the song has been known as a "if you know, you know" sentiment. Despite all of this, the song is still famous for other reasons. Made in 2004 by Robin Kerms, an okay song with pretty dark lyrics about Ember's past. Only a partial version was shown in Ember's debut episode. Here's the story of how the clean version came onto YouTube. Randy Steele was a YouTuber who would have many channels and upload a variety of videos. I won't get into everything about them, so I'll just mention the important things. For a long time, the full version of a member on YouTube was never HD, until a commentator on one of Randy Steele's videos would link to Robin's portfolio, featuring the HD version. This would be uploaded in 2014 on his worthless Toaster channel, and be considered by Randy to be his downfall, since Randy had an obsession with Ember along with other problems. He would soon plan a massacre at the White Supermarket, and believed that once he unalived himself, he would be reborn as a Danny Phantom character. On June 8, 2017, he would murder Victoria Bong, Brian Hayes, and Terry Lee Sterling before ending himself. Rest in peace to the victims, and my heart goes out to the families. These are 4 songs. Made in 2011 by Popcore. It's an alright song. Made in 2010 by Buglug. This is also just an alright song. Made in 2002 by Misudio. This is a good song. Made in 2013 by Rono Crow, my personal favorite out of all of them. It gave off a Life's Gonna Be Alright vibe. These were used as intros for the Plus channel Anime Bomi, but the 2 brothers behind the channel were exposed for some very disgusting actions. My heart goes out to the victims. This is the most personal entry for me since I remember for years I used to watch these guys. This is also the most irrelevant example, despite those videos' comments mentioning them. Made in 2002 by Our Lady Peace. It's a pretty awesome song. This was used as an entrance for the wrestler Chris Benoit in the same year. By now, a lot of these songs were obviously not made for these people, but our last entry was actually made for them. Chris Benoit was a wrestler who wrestled for a lot of promotions. He became noteworthy for his perfect performances, and won multiple world championships. On June 22, 2007, Chris would tragically murder his wife Nancy and son Daniel, and on the 24th would end himself. The motives behind this range from CTE destroying his brain, steroid and alcohol abuse, and emotional issues. One of the saddest and darkest days in pro wrestling. Chris Benoit will be erased from wrestling history entirely, with whatever in his other themes included. In 2012, the band said in an interview they wouldn't want to play the song again because of the incident. But in 2025, they replayed the song and stated they wanted to reclaim it. Made in 2014 by Fergie. The song is catchy, with it peaking at number 27 on the Billboard Hot 100. This is a bonus because I don't have many things to say about this, and this was used in a parody song. Made in the same year by Rucka Rucka Ollie, another one and only. This is his most popular parody, and has half as many views as the original, with some comments on Fergie's video mentioning it. And in 2020, he did the same parody but with Corona. And that's all of the songs. Aside from the disturbing stuff, this was a fun video to make. I guess a new term should now be separate old from the outsiders. Anyways, I like to see ways you discovered songs. See y'all later.